Welcome to the Mob Jazz podcast. This week we are at
a gang sign for that MJP thing.
Yeah.
We'll think of
What?
it next time. MJP.
MJ. The P is hard, bro.
It's like this.
Nah,
It's a
your
bit
P is
dangerous.
sus.
That's an actual gang sign. I'll just
That's
say
a
that.
P, yeah?
I think we need gang sign.
Careful, bro.
No, but you say keep cool.
Okay,
Because
they're
it's
going to come and
really-
fetch me
I'm
in
really-
Kampala. They're going to jump on a flight. It's come and collect
I'm
small
just
boy
saying,
jersey.
if I send this link to my friends, they'll know exactly where that's from.
Oh.
It's okay, you're in Africa. They don't care.
Yeah, they'll be like a P, yeah.
Yeah, hey, those guys are ripping there.
They're ripping the
These are right colors.
How do you know so
That's like a sexy color. I won't hold you. Well, like a gang. That's like a cute gang, bro. Alright, let's go.
This
let's
week
go, let's
we
go.
are at Cardamom and Coffee.
You know, the funniest thing about this place, I noticed at the entrance, right? So the K has turned into a C. Did you notice?
Has it?
I did.
You'll go. Well, I'll show you. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, it's cardamom. The whole time I was telling these guys where we're going to go. I was like, I know it's two Ks. Like I know it's coffee with a K and cardamom with a K.
Yeah.
Then when I was driving up, I saw that K on cardamom and it looked like a C. I was like, I thought we
That's
give
so
you guys a
weird.
wrong spelling. I'll
Did
show
you
you.
turn back? You're like,
I'll
there's another
Nah,
Cardamom.
I knew where it was. Yeah, man. We're here. I've been dying sitting in this couch since the first time I walked into this place. So I'm glad. Shout out Cardamom and Coffee for letting us
Shout
shoot
out.
here. I think we'll be here for a while, but we need to figure out when to come so that we're not guilty talking, because guys be working here, man. Guys be
We've
working.
been talking like
I'm telling you, this is the quietest it's been.
Hey,
Yo, there's usually like mad noise going on around here.
is
Yeah, then we
it?
can match them.
Okay,
Yeah.
good then.
No, I'm not saying match them. I'm just saying you
I was
guys are-
terrified. Literally,
I'll
Yeah.
raise you.
You think you're loud?
You guys want to be
Wait.
loud? Now watch this. Watch this.
You crack a joke.
Okay. Oh, I think Kiso needs to introduce herself again.
Oh, yeah,
This is
yeah.
the main point.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Kisu. What other details would you guys like me to share?
Where'd you come from?
What are your
Um,
traditions? What are your cultures?
What am I rethinking? I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts, and then I ran away, and now I'm here.
I won't lie, that word.
To be fair, if you move from Boston, Massachusetts to here, you're already like kind of Ugandan before you came here.
Okay, I
There's
just
hella
want to let
Ugandans
you
there.
know,
Mhm.
and to all of the Ugandans that are in Boston,
Mm-hmm.
they're hiding.
Is it?
I literally only know 2 Ugandans. Well, now it's more because I've met more Ugandans here from Boston than I have in Boston in my whole.
Nah, shout out to Ugandans in Boston for keeping it low. Stay low.
We need to
Stay
see
low-key.
Boston views.
Stay low.
Nah, turn up.
That's right now.
Yeah, come
You guys
outside,
supposed
bro.
to stand up.
It's 'cause they're in the suburbs, so I'm like, I'm not going over there. Come inner city, hang out with
How'd
me.
you say the state?
Massachusetts.
How do you say
I just
it?
call it
Hey, yo,
Mass.
relax.
Mass.
Don't
Now,
attack
can you
me.
say it actually?
Massachusetts?
Huh? Come again.
Massachusetts.
Sorry, only the microphone can hear you.
Massachusetts.
Okay,
Yeah, it was a microphone that was supposed to.
that's
Boss.
fine.
Yeah, I'm
You're
calm.
right.
Yeah,
Why are you so
yeah,
scared?
correctly.
Bambi.
Guys are shy.
Get shy, bro. Behind there.
Yeah. How are you all feeling today?
Feeling good, feeling good.
Can't complain.
The environment is really nice. The
Yeah, you're
vibe in
super.
here
I've
is-
never seen you this chill on a pod, bro. You're super chill. The guy is wearing like a wine color on his sweater. This guy is chilling,
The
bro.
wine color. That's
Yeah,
the first time I've heard of
Him
that
and
scheme.
Windig are matching.
Oh, I
Then
didn't
there's
even
us.
notice.
Matching
Yes,
face.
Today when I
Chilling.
entered, Jesse said, I am light.
Mm.
Oh yeah, because his shirt was so light and it was in the bright sun.
Mm.
It looked extra bright. Yeah, man, this is like my vibe, man. I'm really feeling this place.
Yep.
Really big shout out to Cardamom and Coffee.
Big shout.
This is a topic. Did you guys see this Burna Boy guy talking about why Black Americans should come back to Africa? Did you see that video?
I feel like he
And
says
did you
it
see
all
the
the time.
response?
There's a new one.
But as I'm saying, first of all, whenever you told me Burna Boy is talking, I know it's gonna be bad, bro. If he's just talking, I know it's going to be something. So I'm expecting it to be bad.
So what was he saying? Tell us.
Okay, to be fair, it was the regular reasoning that you hear all these activists use. They're
They're
like,
treating you badly over there. Come back.
yeah, but also like, they always give this example like a China man is not respected in the States because he has China like a home base, so they can't mess with him. An Italian person, blah, 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 blah. So that was the logic, as you can say, except for black people. And the video basically cut before he could finish his point. You know this guy Chakabas on IG? is this like activist who builds. He does a lot of Congo content, but he hides it in like memes and stuff. Like the beginning of the video is a funny meme, then like halfway it switches to, do you know that the lithium is
God.
being mined in Congo? The coltan, this is what the mines look like.
They give the information, chop, 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 and then it's over.
So yeah, I guess they were talking, like he finally met Burna Boy. I also Burna Boy said that was his reasoning. And to be fair, like I thought it was like it's played out, that example. That's what
Yeah.
I thought. I was like, everyone has said this thing before, maybe it has lost meaning. But the black Americans responding were not having it on Twitter.
They
bro.
don't hear that jazz.
They don't hear, bro. They were roasting this boy. Saying things like he's talking all this as he cosplays as a FBA, which is like foundational black American, something like that.
Yeah, because wearing all these chains.
He's
and
wearing all these
tats
chains, he's
and
wearing
all
the
this.
reps, stuff like that. They were saying, bro, there was a lot of like, I realized that connection he's talking about really needs to happen. Like, we're not connected.
It's I just think it's really interesting, and maybe kids will tell us more. But like, I think it's really interesting that like Americans seem to be the not fair, but black people abroad, like it's okay when they say that, but now if an African dude says that while making money over there, they're like, what do you mean? Like them, they're okay. It's cool for them to say, I need to go back to the motherland, man. They don't treat us well here.
But it's not
And
okay
then
when
when
you say, come
African
back
says
to
you
your
come
motherland.
back here because you're suffering there, they're like, nah, not you guys with malaria and cholera
Yeah,
and
really.
blah, blah. You know what I mean?
It's the inner American, like, just getting out there. Those
Mhm.
little stupid
They
comments.
be, yeah.
And to be fair, that's some valid points. They kept saying, man, why is it always that the Africans always talking this when they're in America? Like, they're saying this from here. Like, either they've migrated here or they have come to work, something like that.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I think when Burna Boy was talking from the States.
Obviously, bro.
Probably. And I
Yeah.
get why they would be hesitant to, like, listen to that, because it's very, like, if you guys were to say that, it would be understanding, right? You actually live in the country, you live here day to day, have, like, a normal experience. But when it's someone coming from, like, that high of a point in life, and you're traveling all across the world and you have fans no matter what, like, they might not even understand what you're saying, then it's like, okay, well, why? If I go to Africa, I'm not going to live like Burna. Like, that's that kind of thing. But that's also because Americans can't see, like, perspective. Like, at one point in his life, he really just was in Nigeria, just being a real African. And then, like, fame struck, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know why they were so mean to him.
But it was headlines. Because the way I found out about this story was a headline saying, Burna Boy responds to the clapbacks he received, something like
Oh,
that.
God.
How did he respond?
Okay, so basically he said he didn't say that Kava coming to Africa belittles America or that Africa is heaven. Basically, he was saying that he was misunderstood. I'll just...
He's always misunderstood if he's just talking.
That's
Like
what
in
I
his
saying.
music, the message is so clear,
Yeah.
and everyone agrees.
That's
when
why
he
makes
talks,
music.
bro, it's just like, bro, shut up, man. Yeah. But I wanted to know. So you moved from over there to here, right? So how's that been?
I love it. I literally tell all my friends. But it also is like, that's why I feel like Americans are just very ignorant, because when I first came here just to visit, people would be like, why are you going over there? Like, and it was like kind of just a genuine question, but also like, if I told you I was going to Aruba, would you ask me why I'm going to Aruba? No. If I told you I
I
was
guess
going
we're
to
more familiar with
where
that.
is.
but
Aruba?
like, Aruba is just a stupid vacay spot.
It's like Ibiza.
Yeah, if I said I was going to, like, anywhere else in the world outside of Africa, people would have been like, oh, okay, like, makes
fun.
sense. But the second I say an African country that they've maybe heard once or twice in their life, they're like,
What's that?
And they always
What could you possibly-
tiny facts about every country.
They were like,
Yeah.
Idi Amin.
oh my God.
No, I just found out.
Thank God no one said that to me. My doctor,
Bruh, I had
though,
that so
a
many
month
times.
like, when I got my yellow fever shot, she was like, so, what country are you going to that you would need this? And I'm like, Uganda. She's like, oh my God, my son, this, and this. He spent 2 years there volunteering. I'm like, I don't care what your son did.
I'm dead.
I'm not going to volunteer. That's why I don't like America, because they will, the one little fact that they know about a place, they will,
run with
that will
that
be their
one.
new personality for the next 30
so
minutes.
much.
But yeah, I love it here. I also will say I love the fact that I could show my ignorant Americans like what life is actually like outside of America, because people did not expect me to be like
Having
I
a
guess
blast.
enjoying it. Yeah. Like I remember the first time my first weekend, my sister and her friends like dragged me to a bunch of different places. Obviously, I was posting it, and my friends were like, "What the fuck? This is what you're doing right now?" Like, I didn't know that this
You're
is what.
milking
And
cows.
I'm like, it's just like everywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
Like, it might be a little bit different, but people still party and drink and
Do you
go
think?
out.
Do you think
Party.
people should move back, especially like I can't even call it move back because some of these people do not know
Because
exactly where they're
yeah.
from. But should they pick a country and come here?
I
settle.
think
Yeah, and so is that something that you think?
I don't think
I don't know.
they
I
should
don't know.
settle. I think everybody in the world in general needs to experience Africa one way or another, just because of how fucked up it's been interpreted to the world. I think that's a necessity, especially
I think Africans
black
also need to
people.
experience Africa, to be fair.
True.
But-
Yeah. But yeah, black people, especially in America, should just pick a random country. Make sure, like, skin tones match. Don't be going to, like, Morocco or something like that. If that's not your... just, like, be realistic, you know? But pick a country, do your research, and come out here. But also, like, do it when it's right, because everyone's been asking me, like, oh, when are your friends coming? Like, they don't want to visit you? I'm like, I don't want them to come here and them get, like, a slap in the face, like, of reality. Because I know some of my friends will
This
not...
would be too much.
They're just too stupid to be here. Like,
If you're
like,
listening, it's
even
not
like,
you.
no, it is you.
You know
But like
yourself.
day to day, like interactions, like they wouldn't know how to like just sit down at a restaurant and order something, or like get a boda, or they would just get on a random boda and
And
at
go.
like 2 a.m. at
Cartoons,
night, and I'm
yeah.
like, girl, that's not what you should be doing. Leave that for the locals. Like, just little things like that, where it's like, do your research.
No street
Yeah.
smarts, eh?
Yeah.
Street smart.
Because
Okay.
in America, you're safe. Like, you could do anything. Like, even as like unsafe as it is for black people in America, you are still very much safe there. And like, you don't have to just like,
Okay, here, you need to know where you're going,
yeah,
what time, and why.
exactly.
Don't just be moving, man.
The most important part, meanwhile, is how. That's
How you
the
are
most
moving.
important.
Yeah.
Yo, how are you
How?
going there?
Exactly. But a lot of them don't have. They think they're street smart because they grew up in the hood, but it's not.
Mm.
Guys are different street smart. You
Because
guys
I
are
think that in
road
the hood is
smart.
a bit different. There, you're like, I guess you're like fighting for your life. Like, the worst thing that could happen to you is obviously you get killed, right? Here,
Of course.
if you come on your higher latitude, they might kill you. That guy he just wants your phone, bro. He'll just slip it out.
Right.
That's all he wants. He don't
Exactly.
care about your life, bro.
But it's things like that where there's like real culture shock
Yeah.
in just anywhere from A to B. There will always be a culture shock,
Mm.
and a lot of Americans are not prepared for that.
I mean, even like Kenya, bro. I won't lie there.
Nah, but
When
to
I
that I
went-
just say, man, jump in the deep end. Like, just come
Just
here.
go.
Just go.
First, put
Drown.
your disclaimer. We are not held responsible.
Bro,
Right.
that is true.
Just come. Just book your
Not
tickets.
us listening to
Alright.
Mob Jazz podcast. Then,
Aight. That was a good first topic, bro. God kiss you to like open up about where she's from and like why she's here. Like-
Yeah.
Okay. So next thing we have to do is dilemma. We usually do these. We do like I guess scenarios
Okay.
and then ask everyone's opinion on them. So this is the one for this week. Should I read it first or play it first this time? Let me read it
Let's
because
read it, yeah.
let me read it for his edit and then I'll play it after. So this week's topic is conflict in friendships. And she says, a lot of times, especially with girls, when a conflict arises, it ends the friendship. There's hardly any room for resolution. And then we get surprised why, when we get into relationships and conflict arises, we start freaking out. Right? She says, so I'm curious.
Does she mean like dating or?
Yeah, dating, like, yeah. She says, so I'm curious if that's the same for guys and how they manage conflict in relationships.
Okay.
Okay, who wants to go first? I feel like Kisu should go first on this one.
She asked the guys.
I'm
very interested to see what you guys.
This is why I think you should go
do.
first, because she said that like when conflicts arise in women's friendships,
Mm-hmm.
like there's no resolution. The friendship just ends.
Okay.
So thoughts on that?
On that, I will say that's very true, but it's also because I feel like women think before they do anything, in the sense of like, so one thing I pride myself on is that like me and my two best friends, we've never gotten into an argument until last year, and I've known these girls since I was like 7-8 years old, right? So majority of my life I've known these girls, and we just got into a serious argument last year, and it was not even that serious. It was over a boy. It was so stupid, right?
Shout out.
Top man.
But I mean, we're still great. Like we bounce back, we're fine, right? But I will say most of the time when girls do something to anger or upset one of their friends, they already know that that's going to happen and they don't care. So like one thing I will never do to my friends is do something to willingly hurt them. Like I'm not gonna go to this party if you know that person who's throwing it and they hate you and whatever. Like I'm just not gonna put myself in that position. Some girls are not like that. They're not gonna care and they're gonna be like, whatever, if she's mad, I don't care. Like, cool. And then it just blows up and they never become friends again, whatever. I feel like guys, there's also not like that much emotional connection to certain things, I guess. Like if you see him hanging out with someone that you're not a big fan of, I'm guessing you wouldn't make it that big of a deal to end your friendship with him, right?
Depends on the person he's hanging out with, but usually no. It'd have to be the right
Has to
person.
be a bit deeper.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say this for guys. Yeah, guys, for whatever reason, try to avoid situations where they would be in conflict with their boys. That's what I think, especially for like friends.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that I've seen break up friendships between guys, usually it's either a girl involved or there's money involved. Those are the ones that really like guys really draw the line on.
And
Like
you
that's
know,
my
those
girl,
two
that's my
aren't even
money.
close. Like money is way more likely
Yeah.
to do it than a girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess in that respect, in that regard, like guys are they're more, what's the word? Like they have fewer things that they disagree about, like that cause such relationship ending issues. As to why that is, I really have no idea. I think because guys in society, like,
But what about
they're
just
really about their
conflict?
money.
Because like conflict doesn't necessarily mean that it's the biggest thing that's gonna break us. But like, what about just fighting, bro? Like just
Like
like
they
a
fought.
conflict.
But what are they fighting about?
Yeah.
Guys to like throw fists.
No, like having
No,
like a
literally just like a
disagreement.
disagreement, like a argument at most.
Mm.
I'm trying to think of the last time I had an argument with my boy. What
One
it
of
was
your
about.
friends, eh?
Yeah.
Mad. Okay.
Actually, yeah, it's actually crazy.
Yeah.
man.
It's insane.
Well, I've noticed that as well though, because like I have a lot of guy friends where they'll tell me like, yo, you know, this person did this to me, like whatever. I
Yeah.
remember when he, and I'm like, you're still friends with that person?
Yeah.
And I guess it's because like I feel like guys are very good at like differentiating like which people fall into which category, and so like girls are not like that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Where it's like, if that's my friend, that's
Yeah.
my friend.
Yeah.
And if they do something that is not in tune with whatever or however I'm living my life,
That's not sure
It's
really
clips.
my friend. Yeah.
but with guys, it's like, well, yeah, he could have done that, but like,
Still my friend.
it's not a reflection on me or our
Yeah.
friendship.
Yeah.
It didn't, you know? And
Well, that's
I-
just who he is. Like we do that, and we're like,
we
he's just
knew
the
he
type
was
of
like
guy,
that,
man.
whatever. Like, it's not that serious. And I'm like,
Yeah. No, but
that's
that's
weird.
actually a problem that I have, and a lot of guys have. Our definition of a friend, bro, it's so broad.
mm-hmm.
You always know, like, okay, no, these are like my guys, and these ones will always ride for me, and they won't do anything. But most of the other guys, yeah, he's my boy, but like,
That's the truth.
yeah,
Guys have so many superficial friends,
yeah,
if that's even a word. Like, to be honest, a lot of the guys we go out with, when you have a serious problem, you're not going to.
yes, but you're not going to think of him.
Yeah.
You're not going to be like, oh man, let me hit up my friend.
You think of them when you're like, okay, what's happening today? Where are we going? So I feel
Yeah.
like there's also that, there's like a compartment when it comes to like your people. Some of you, bro, I won't lie to you. The number of times I'm talking to a guy and in my head I'm like, bro, what's your name?
I hear you.
There are so many.
I hear you.
I
I
meet
hear
guys
you.
and I'm like,
What's this
I
guy's
know
name
you know me,
again?
but
And you have like a
It's
nice
too-
core memory
Yeah,
with him,
and
man.
it's too late to ask you. Like, bro, I
Yeah.
can't ask you for your name because now it's just.
You have a lot of guys like that as well,
Yeah.
bro.
So I think
I'm very
guys
guilty of
just
that.
relate with.
And now for
themselves.
you, it must be tough. But
Very.
after guys watch, they're gonna be like, "What's my name?"
No,
before
first
you
of
go any
all,
further.
I'm pretty sure I already told this story, but
Uh,
I'm very, very bad with.
Names.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We should edit it
Just
out.
bleep it out.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't even catch it.
I know. But yeah, I'm very bad with names to the point where like, at this point, I have to just own it. Like,
Like, what's your name again?
mid-conversation.
You asked like, "What's your name again?"
Yeah, there was one time I met this guy like 5 weeks in a row, 5 Fridays in a row, and every single week I looked at
asking
him
him.
so lost,
Damn.
and he was like, "You don't remember me," and everything. Did I tell you this? I swear.
Damn.
It was
5
like
weeks.
5 weeks in a
See,
row.
for me as
And the
well,
only
like, I
reason why I
just-
know that is because on the 6th week, he was like, bro, I came 5 weeks in a row. You better know my name. And I was like, I do. And
Nice.
then, you know, but yeah, I'm very bad with it.
Yeah.
But like I was say, I really, you guys don't have groups of friends. Like
We
in
do.
your, like subconsciously. But
We do.
like,
We have like
I
it's
think
just
we
like
do
one
groups.
big bubble.
Yeah.
it's it's the boys and everyone else.
Yeah.
And that's how like guys would. At least for me, that's how I'd compartmalize my friends
Yeah,
that I
the
know.
boys ones you can hang
I have my
with.
boys, and
in
those
the
ones are
Yeah.
few, like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, and then
But
like the rest.
he put 2. I have like 5. It's
Five
like 5
friend
different
group.
groups for my
People with
friends.
these two, man.
Just to
I have hella
just to
friend
avoid the
groups.
conflict, because I'm
But
like,
the thing is, I have a lot of close friends, right? But then, what she even said in this audio is that like, I guess guys' relationships don't go as deep as women's do. Like chicks
Mhm.
will be doing like, it's like you've all seen each other naked, like you've all like it's
Yeah,
so
with the real
intimate. It's so
extreme.
intimate
Yeah, I
between
know.
you guys.
I was gonna ignore that.
Have you not? Have you not seen your
Um,
friends naked?
No, I don't want to know anything about their lives.
That's mad.
I'm a very mean friend,
That's
like
mad.
very, very mean friend. But I love my girls to death. That being said, I know where each of them like fall, and so when, at least for me, I've been proactive in knowing where like if one of my friends does something, that's why they're in that group. Like there's only 2 girls on this earth where I would be like deeply offended
Shocked,
if they
yeah.
did anything, right? But everybody else, I'm like,
Well, cool,
like,
but like,
that's also why I never let you into that, you know? But you're right. Like, I guess friendships are like definitely deeper in the sense where like every little thing that happens, your friends know about as a girl. Like, after this, I'm gonna call my friend and be like, yo, guess what I just did? Like, I'm on this podcast. Guys
just
wouldn't
be
really
moving.
do
yeah, our
that.
friendships are very.
Yeah, like
Our friendships are very. Hey, man, I didn't tell you,
Yeah.
man. But
Yeah.
like, yeah. Hey, I didn't judge you about
Just
that
pick
thing.
up.
Mhm. But it's also like, especially when like shitty things happen to you in your day, like you're gonna tell your friend. I'm guessing guys don't really,
You just
unless it
take
like
it.
really bothers you, unless it's some real fucked up shit. But like, I feel
No,
like
it's
guys
so
don't do
insane.
that.
I feel like 90% of guys do that with women.
They do it.
As in, what you're describing, the type of
Mhm.
friendship you're describing, they have that either with a woman or with their girlfriend.
But I think that's why like women take it so serious when there is a conflict in a friendship, because it's like, okay, I have a friend for a year, right? And now she's talking to him, but she knows that I hate him. And I'm like, but you were there when I told you that I hated him. And we talked about it and we dissected
why,
it and you know exactly why, and you agreed with me and you were like, yeah, I hate him
now you're
too.
talking.
And she's like on your, like she's your little like cheerleader on the side. But
It
now
has a name. What's the name for that thing?
What?
Is it second-hand hatred? What is it called?
something,
Yeah.
it's not, it's a real
That makes
thing.
sense, yeah.
But it's not even the fact that like she had to inherit my beef, it's that she did. Like
She gets it.
she
and because she
understood
loves
my
you,
situation.
she has
Yeah.
to side with you.
And she was like, oh no, like you're actually right. At least for me, like if I'm wrong, I want my friends to tell me I'm wrong. So if they tell me I'm right and then you contradict your own opinion,
There's a problem.
now like who are you?
I'm not
Like
gonna
why can't
lie.
we be friends?
It doesn't seem to me like in girl friendships, you're allowed to disagree. Like, so if she says, yo, I hate this dude, you're not allowed to be like, nah, but that guy is
he's alright.
like, it's cool. Me, I'm cool with
At
him.
least I do. I don't know how it is for every I'm not gonna be friends with people who disagree with me because they
So
like.
if your friend
being friends with me.
hates someone, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't hate it, can you still be cool with it?
It depends. I'm gonna have that conversation.
Mm.
Like
With him or with her?
with
With
her.
him.
No, with him,
Asking,
that's-
like, you
no,
tight.
Yeah, I
it's
think in
as
this
simple
example
as
is like,
like, hey,
why
I
do they
hate this
hate you?
person.
What did
Yeah,
you
it's
do?
just like,
When are you
hey,
talking to them?
I don't like this person, and I'm like, okay, why? Tell me your reason, and then if it's a valid reason enough, I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. Like we stay away from that person. I wouldn't want to be friends with that person either. But then there's the maybe I don't agree. And so then, little devil's advocate never hurts. You just ask if you could, like, but maybe you just need to,
Forgive him.
But now you're talking
then
like an op.
also-
You're
No,
the
because
outside.
at least in my
Like,
friendships,
backing up
like
the
that will
op.
never be a thing. Like I'm not,
Okay.
because if it really bothers you to a point where like you don't even want to be friends with me, I'm not gonna like it's no other person is that important for me to jeopardize my friendship with you. So
Okay.
it's like whatever. But that's why like girls get so offended when there's like a little thing that happens because we know each other in and out. Like we've talked to each other so much. You understand why I feel these things and why that would piss me off, and you still went and did it. So now, who's to say you're not going to do that again or do something even worse? Guys
We're
don't
so
think like
different, man.
No, we do, but I think that we have like the opposite reaction to it. Like when a guy does it, I'm like, but I know this guy, so him doing it hasn't surprised me. So he's
Mhm.
still my friend, but like now there's a new boundary, I
Yeah.
guess.
that.
Like-
Yeah, girls,
like with guys,
we
it's just
can't do
put layers.
boundaries.
Yeah.
Like
Just
most
because-
girls cannot. They'll say that, like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna, like, I'm gonna keep her at a distance. Like, if I see her
Yeah.
at parties, I'll go and say hi. We'll get a drink and whatever. But she's not gonna know about.
She's no longer your bad day, like
Yeah, she's not gonna know my life. She's not gonna know who I'm talking to or dating, whatever.
and that hurts the most, I bet.
But
for
then-
girls.
No, but this is why girls don't do that, because the one too many times you catch her at a bar or at a party, now y'all are besties. And then on Monday morning, she's texting you like, hey, do you want to do brunch? Do you want to do this? Do you want to? And then it's like, okay, what's happening with your
But that's
life? And now you guys are
forgiveness. That's forgiveness, man.
no, because you guys haven't actually had that conversation.
Mm.
It's literally just like, I put you away, and now you're just inching back, and I'm just going to let you without having this conversation
now,
that ended things.
Now to her question, how do you guys resolve a conflict? That's for you, because
We don't.
no resolution.
There
We're back at the
isn't.
beginning. No resolution.
As for friendships, yeah, but there is no resolution because we already thought about it through and through. Like if it's actually that deep to end the friendship, that was like
It was too deep.
that was the
Yeah.
like that was a thought out answer. It wasn't on impulse of like I can't be friends with that girl. It was like
You guys
Because
are
what she did was on
conflict.
purpose. Like, there's no explanation.
yeah. What?
He's asking if
fair,
guys
That's
have
my
conflict.
question. That's my next question. How do you guys resolve conflict?
Personally, with one of the boys or with just a random guy?
With your
Let's
say one of the
boys, bro. With
boys.
your
One of the
boys.
boys.
We talk about it. We talk about it.
You talk
I
about
swear.
Conversation.
I've actually never been present for that. Where guys are having a
I tell you,
conversation
they're
about beef
talking
they
to-
had. Nah.
Nah, but you see, it's not even that type of conversation with beef, of like, yo, we need to sort this out. You did this, It's more like,
It's over
yo,
a shot.
I was offended.
Like
Do you
I
understand
didn't like
where
that
I'm
shit you
coming
did,
from?
man.
This guy's like, yeah, I get it. We're cool.
Now, I think how guys do, they like roast you in the group next time and bring up what you did as a joke. Man, even last time you did this.
yeah, I feel like it comes out so casual.
But as I have this conversation, I realize like I think guys have a different definition of conflict. Because for me, if it's conflict, it's like either hands are being thrown or hands could be thrown in this situation.
Yeah,
like that's
'cause
what I think
men
is
are
like
violent.
conflict.
So I guess that. So is that some form of result? Is that the conflict itself, or is that how it gets resolved?
I think that's how I know that there's a conflict here. If I
When-
see two
when
guys
fists get thrown.
fighting, bro, then
That's
you have to like
mad.
That's the
split them up.
resolution.
Very
Is
different.
it?
With go
For
for
guys,
one.
for guys,
Mad.
at least in my experience, if hands are being thrown, that is the
They're
resolution.
about to get cool after that.
Yeah, I've physically seen it in real time.
You
Where men
remember
will be arguing, punches are thrown, and at the end of it, they dap each other up and walk away. And then you'll catch them at the
Yeah.
next
Yeah,
party
relax.
next week.
I think some
I
guys.
swear.
I think so. And I think that's a cultural
To
thing.
be
I think
fair.
some guys are like that. But, bro, it depends, I guess, on the type of friend that it is to me, right? For the boys, it takes a lot of strength, but we'll talk about it. But it will take something for me to pull him aside and be like, yo, man,
that guy has done something.
let's talk, right? But for other guys, we do that thing that you said, right? Where you meet him one time and it's kind of awkward, but then the more you meet him, the cooler you get.
Yeah.
That's what guys do. We kind of
hate
just
that.
brush over it. And then I remember it. And maybe I'll tell you one day, man, that attitude was weak. But I'll tell you after it no longer bothers me.
But, and I think if the guys are not friends, then that thing happens in reverse. Like they just dap each other up less and less and less.
Yeah. If we weren't
Until
really
they're just
friends,
like not really.
walking
hey,
with
what
each
up,
They're
other.
like strangers again. I think that's another thing I've seen happen.
That's
But to be
true.
fair,
So like
some
two guys
guys
have
fight.
conflict, but like sitting across from
Then
each
the
other,
funny
but
thing
just
is,
ignoring
it
each
also
other.
depends on where they are. Because there'll be strangers in the. But bro, when they meet and they're like, say, drunk, they'll be boys, bro.
That one is another factor at play.
Right.
But yeah, for me, I honestly think like conflict is like hands. So if you're not willing to throw hands, just resolve it like there, or like swallow your feelings and go. That's how I
Yeah,
look at
just
it.
move on.
Just move on,
Yeah, to
bro.
be fair,
Again, man, that guy did weak shit to me, but it's
Man,
calm.
live and you
a
learn.
lot of conflicts.
Live and you learn.
That's what I think. Like, I think fights are the extreme.
Mm.
But a lot of the conflicts, guys just.
They just
Like,
move.
just move on,
Just
man.
move. Say like, man, that guy did this to me. Blah blah. And usually the reason that's making them move on is either like there's a lady involved or money, bro.
Money is the real one, bro.
I can't think of a time where someone moved on for something very
Money.
petty, bro.
I'll tell you this, guys. That one didn't get resolved.
Oh yeah.
Ever.
Until the money is, even after
And
the
you
money
see,
is paid
it's-
back sometimes.
either direct
it
or
does
I'm the
not
same
get
way.
resolved.
I literally just had this. No, I just had this issue too. Like when I went back.
Hey,
'Cause you
My
see-
last paycheck from my job, this girl was supposed to send it to me, and she took so long. And there was one day where I was like, what if she did take my money? And I was like, it's okay, I know where she lives. I was getting a little crazy. I was getting a little
Yeah,
crazy.
I
Checking
got
out
you
some
in my
interest in
brain.
it.
Yeah, I was like, it's okay, like, I'm gonna get it. Like, I'm gonna get it regardless, right? So she finally sends it back, and then obviously I went back to the States to visit. Went to the same restaurant, and she's surprisingly still working there. And I was like, I swear to God, if this girl says hi to me,
You
did she not give you your money?
she gave me my money months ago.
Oh,
it's been like-
you just still have beef.
What? It's March now,
Yeah.
so almost exactly a year.
Damn.
But she's giving me my money back. But every time I see her, I'm like,
You want to
you see,
take my
it's
money,
usually-
you
it's usually
girl.
like you really you
You
wanted
tried
to try.
it.
Yeah.
You tried it.
But there's also the small money beef that guys allow. You get it? Like,
Yeah, like
there's
if we're out
direct
somewhere.
of-
We're out somewhere and we're supposed to split the bill and you
don't.
dip.
Guys,
I'll chew beef.
guy will chew beef, but
But
you'll
I
be
won't
like,
keep
"Sour."
it. Like I won't take it too
I
hard.
know that one. I have to pull up on you tomorrow. Be like, bro, you know you actually dipped. Do you remember yesterday we were having lunch and you dipped?
I'll be honest. It's when like trust has been abused. Like when I gave you money and you're supposed to give it back
And you don't.
and you don't, and you do it in such like guys can do it in such an arrogant way, where the guy even keeps talking to you like everything is sweet. Oh, bro,
Bro, I have one of those.
I have.
But it's a girl.
I'll tell you, as an adult man,
Oh, you're never getting your money back. I'm so
I
sorry.
moved on.
those are
Like-
girls with bad manners, bro.
She has
Those
very
are
bad manners, by the way.
bro.
Very bad manners.
Nah.
Listen,
You look so
as an
triggered.
adult,
Right
as an adult man, all the real falling outs I've had with guys, it's been money, bro. Nothing else.
As a child,
See,
what
that's
was
why
it?
I let money be like my business and my business only. Because I don't. So you see how I got crazy when that girl. I knew where
Yeah,
she
when
lived,
money
right?
gets
I
involved,
shouldn't have ever said that out loud.
Yeah.
But that's how crazy I am. No one. I'm not gonna put anybody in that position because whatever happens after is gonna be ugly. So I just I avoid it at all costs. Nobody owes me. I don't owe them. I don't pay
Just
for
leave it at-
nobody. Yeah.
But you see, the thing is,
I'm broke
What's
for
the
all you
saying?
guys care.
Money and
Like,
friends don't
Listen.
mix.
Yeah.
They
That's,
don't at all. You cannot trust
Yeah.
people with it.
but you're actually right about one thing. A lot of guys talk to girls about their things.
That
Like
that,
at the end
why
of
is
that,
that thing
that?
actually,
They
that
text
thing always plays me, bro.
He takes his thing about like his issues.
Yeah, like the real ones, the real vulnerable ones.
In front of your boys, you can be like, me, I'm Kawa.
No, if one of your boys divulges some real vulnerable person, no, she just know that is your
That is your boy.
Like
boy.
that dude loves
Trusts you.
He loves you and trusts, like, because most guys will do that with women, either women they're in relationships with or girl best friends. And a lot of guys have girl best friends, including myself.
All guys. I think like
Not
all
all
guys,
guys,
have
not
girl
all
best friends,
guys.
bro.
But
You've just
okay,
not labeled it, or you've labeled it. One of the two. But there's always that girl best
but
friend.
why do you guys have to say girl best friend?
Not just
Because,
best friend.
boy
because
best
it's different. Because the relationship is different. Like I said, with the boys, the guys aren't always that vulnerable.
That's a good question, actually.
No, this question
Because it's
actually
different.
like irks me. Like
Yeah.
this topic.
How's it different?
Listen, because the relationship is so different, man. She's
Like,
not one
why
of the
can't it
boys.
just? Yeah, sure. She's not one of the boys, but why
Yeah.
can't she just be your best friend?
Because some of the boys. There's also shit I can't tell.
Okay,
I tell the
he's
boys.
saying
The
she
boy
is. You're
best
saying nah.
Now, me, she is.
Because
She
she's
definitely
your
is
best
one of my
friend.
best friends.
So, would you openly? Okay, like if she was here, right, and I never met her, would you be like, "Oh, this is my girl best friend"?
No.
What would you say?
No, it's my
That's
best
my
friend.
best friend.
Yeah, I don't say my best
But then
friend.
now that we're talking about it, you say girl best friend.
Because
Like
I
you
want
said,
to
we
draw
have-
that
yeah,
distinction.
yeah, you have to
context.
I need to draw that distinction because I told you some guys, like the type of conversations guys have with their female, woman best friends, it's completely different from what they have with the boys. If it was a pod of just me and a bunch of girls, I feel like the convo would be different.
Yeah, because brain matter. But
I'm dead.
Not be talking about Burna boy.
She said brain matter. That's hilarious.
you make me
Do you
laugh that much.
do you have a boy best friend?
I have a best friend who happens to be a guy. Yeah.
See, now you don't
Is that
understand.
boy best
You
friend?
don't have to gender
No,
best
that's
friend.
not my.
We're not allowed to gender best friends.
Nah,
now.
I don't. Cause the thing is, like, there's a connotation with that, and that's why I hate it.
And they get
The
to
What do you
girl,
feel like it's a-
boy best friend thing.
Like
'Cause it's
like
like-
a placeholder for a boyfriend.
Yeah, not like in a way, but
it's
like
like a justification.
Like you're
like
sitting
if
there
I
before
called
I get
him
a
my guy
boyfriend.
best friend, he's just waiting for an opportunity in.
Ah, no, it's definitely.
And
not
I've
like
never
that.
given it to him. That's why I don't like that title. You might be like
Yeah, Lisa agrees.
Yeah,
with you.
thank
Lisa is
you,
snappy.
thank you.
She's like, yup.
like you might actually consider her as your best friend, and that's like I believe that. But the title, would you say girl best friend? I'm like,
you feel like it's a crown here. Like
That's
you
your fake
crowned a
girlfriend.
girl best friend.
like that's your fake girlfriend, and you not like
You just
both of
added
you
a
are
best
delusional.
in between
My
the
best
words.
friend who is a girl. I'm sorry.
Girlfriend,
but-
no, I'm not gonna
We
hold you, bro.
have
I think that
friends.
women see this so differently from us,
Yeah.
and this is going to be controversial to say.
Say it. Just say it.
I don't think that women can have a boyfriend and then a best friend that's a dude. Like it has to be one or the other. Because now for them, when they get a boyfriend, that's now their best friend who's a guy. You know what I mean? But for us, we can have a girlfriend and also a best friend that's a girl. And it's completely separate, bro. And the relationships are completely different. She's a cheater.
Actually, I'll
First ignore.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to
Like
convince
I think we can, and I think we can hold space for both of those women. I don't think women can do that.
I'll kind of agree with you.
cheater. That's funny.
But that's just because of what I said. The reason
You
why I
think that
don't
there's
like
a
those titles.
connotation?
Yeah,
that is
because
true.
a lot of people in general, girls or guys, always use that as like, and like that's my boy best friend. Like you can't be threatened by him. Like he's my best friend for a reason. If he wasn't, that'd be my boyfriend. But I've literally seen firsthand from guys who think they're my guy best friend or whatever,
He's
and
just
then as
waiting
soon as
for
I'm
his
out of a
chance.
relationship, the dialogue starts changing. Like it starts changing. It's really
Well,
freaky.
they just
like,
need the
it's-
green light.
hilarious.
but that's what I'm saying.
I
Like
saw that
it's
meme over
actually-
here.
So that's why I'll agree with you because it's either that or the boyfriend's insecure, like completely. That was my thing, and I came to realize it was because my best friend ended
The
up
vibes
having
were there.
me and him completely platonic, but my exes and my best friend had too many wires crossed. So I was like, I get why that guy was.
They were guy best friends.
Also,
No.
because it's clear they have the same type.
Yeah, I was like, I get why you're threatened by him, but I'm not the one that. I'm not at fault here, so
Yeah.
like take that up with your ex,
I-
not me.
You
I
stay friends
definitely
with him?
agree with Melvin that
Yeah,
we
I'm
look
still.
at it
I love him.
very
He's my
differently,
best friend.
man.
Come again.
We look at it so differently.
Yeah.
I feel like this one guy say girl best friend is because they're trying to show that. I don't know. I guess it's just weird for a guy to have a girl best friend in society. So they have to say that
It's
that's
weird
my
in
girl
society.
best friend.
Is it?
It's weird. It's
It's like our
society to
best
have a
friend.
girl best friend.
Usually, like you assume like your best friend is like
Should
your
be a
gender.
dude, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's my girl best friend. That's my guy best friend. But I guess say you have a point. Just say
Mm.
best friend. That's my best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
be fair, it's my best
I
friend.
have a guy
But
best friend and a
but
girl
golfers
best
don't
friend.
like that either.
Have you seen?
Like, oh man, I can't wait for you to meet my best friend.
Oh yeah, they hate
Angela.
it.
Allah.
Like Angela.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know
Even
if
Angelo.
once they meet and it's a
Yes,
girl
Angela.
who's your best friend, then do you have the same issues?
Yeah, as long as she's your best friend, bro. They think she's like a placeholder.
Okay, my good friend. Can I say she's my good friend? My friend.
No,
Okay.
just say best friend,
You
whoever.
see
If
that
she's,
meme
if
of
she
a footballer
actually
warming
like,
up?
I feel like that's just them being insecure. If your significant other has an issue with you having a best friend of the opposite sex, get a new significant
But you
other.
can, that's the reason why. It can't.
It's
That
just
title
that.
can't be it. That title can't be the end of
It's
it. Like
the,
the
It needs
it's
a
the
position.
closeness. It's the closeness. It's this the way you said.
Yeah, like
If she gets a boyfriend,
That's
that's
her best friend.
the best friend who
Mm.
happens to be a guy, kind of
So,
thing, right? So it's like they feel like they're competing in whatever it is. If it's me and your girlfriend, and she's gonna think that she has to one up me or something.
Do you think there's the stuff you can tell your best friend that's a girl that you can't tell your girlfriend?
I think that's the issue. I think
Mm-hmm.
they be thinking that you're telling her so many secrets and whatever that you should be telling me.
Yeah.
Like
we should
No,
be-
it's literally that.
Yeah,
Because there are things that I've told my best friend.
that you can't tell your boyfriend.
If he ever uttered a single word,
To your boyfriend.
just to anyone,
It would
like
be
even to
very-
my girl best friend,
Yeah,
I'd kill him. Like,
Nah.
yeah.
but that's it's just like there's something very like, I don't know, like comfortable in a way for someone that, because you're used to girls understanding you, right? Like as a girl, or you're used to guys understanding you as a guy. But when someone of the opposite sex, the ones you kind of hate, but you also are pursuing or whatever, when a guy also understands your perspective, when you're mad at your boyfriend, is crazy. It's like, oh wow, so it's not him just being a stupid guy, it's just him being stupid. So then,
Yeah, I agree.
secrets come out.
I agree. I agree completely. That means you're on my side. That means you're on my side.
No.
brother. You're on my
No.
side. You guys, can you tell your
What are we
best friend
answering?
something that you can't tell your girlfriend?
Yes, I can. Why? Because it's probably something I've been doing long before I met my girlfriend. I've been telling this person certain things about me, so I'm just continuing what I've been doing. But I do realize that it might make my significant other feel a certain way, so maybe I should also start confiding in her. But what if the kind of stuff I confide in her, like my problems? But even I guess that's part of the problem. Like,
Yeah,
tell me
like
the
you should
problem.
be able
to
confront me.
I think guys just be wanting to to seem as perfect for their partner for as long as they possibly can.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's just that they can't tell their partner, and they'll just tell it to their
I
best
just
friend.
realized I'm so different, man. Me, I would.
Would you?
Everything you know. And
Nah, that's
Nah,
dangerous.
that's crazy, bro.
Woo, that's dangerous.
Even
Take
the
me
stuff
as
from
I am.
before,
I'm sorry.
That is dangerous.
Even stuff from before the relationship.
Hey,
Because
what
might know
stuff?
some
Yo,
crazy
relax.
stuff.
Nah.
So might know some
How
crazy
crazy
stuff.
Just give me a
The
scenario.
thing is
know.
also your best friend is getting mostly stories. Your partner is getting like experiences. So for her, she like aside from what you say, like she knows like what's on the ground.
And
So
she's going to know.
yeah, for sure she'll know some things.
Yeah,
but
but
there's things that she won't
take me
know.
as I am. I'm sorry, but
Okay,
you
fair.
will know.
Fair. Speaking of best friends, did you guys hear about Andrew Wiggins?
Yeah, man.
Andrew Wiggins, man.
He's going through it.
Andrew Wiggins is I feel like he's a defensive guard for the Golden
That's
State
not your
Warriors.
position.
I don't know what his position is, bro.
Defensive guard.
Defensive guard is in a position. I think it is.
It's power forward,
Power forward.
shooting guard.
Yeah, shooting guard.
Defensive guard.
Anyway, he plays for the Golden State Warriors, and this week has been in the news, man. Apparently because he went missing, like he hasn't been playing, and no one knew why. And it turns out it's because his best friend, he found out that his best friend is the father of his child.
2 kids.
That's
Two.
crazy.
2 kids,
Kids.
with his wife.
Yeah.
How old are the kids?
I might
I
be
don't
cooking,
know.
but I had 2 kids.
I don't know, but I know
I'm
it's
sorry.
his
So
wife.
he was like with his wife through both of these pregnancies and thought
Yes,
that those
they were
children were
kids.
his.
Yeah.
Oh my
They were
god!
his.
So he has not played for like over a month.
I don't even know how
Yeah.
he's alive right now.
And over a month in basketball is like 20 games.
That's a lot of
It's not
games.
few. Yeah.
So, thoughts?
Does his best friend play basketball as well?
No.
Yo,
I was
Just
gonna.
a
I
regular
wanted to
dude.
know that.
His
Yeah.
best friend's a dude, bro.
He's just a regular
He's
dude.
just a
Where
regular
we
guy?
from?
Yeah.
Yo.
He's just a dude.
I don't understand women. Actually.
What do you mean? But she's married to him,
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, okay,
and she thought she made him think that these were his kids. So you can understand that much.
yeah, no,
She
she's
picked the richer-
definitely
the richer
psychotic,
dude.
but
What
like
do you mean psychotic? Me, I think
that's
it's logical.
psychotic. You're gonna convince. not
She
even
picked the richer
convinced.
dude.
You're gonna, yeah,
She picked the
but
richer dude.
not really though, because you could have had kids with him, and you had kids with a broke nigga.
I wonder
like,
how that affects her.
like,
brain.
do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
But how did like
why would you had it in the bag, like so in the
Now
bag,
there's no tie.
and now you just what you
What if-
his best friend? Like, I don't know.
what if you couldn't have kids?
So what? But
So
Did
what?
he say that?
She said so what?
Sickness and health, bro.
Facts.
That didn't justify the action, bro. Unless they were all in agreement that, hey, can't have kids. First, go and see what my best friend is saying.
I
But
think
then
I think he'd be playing right now if that was the agreement.
Fine.
Exactly. But I guess that's not what had happened. And we had a conversation about this, like one of the first conversations we had.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, one of our older pods.
I mean, my view is still the same, bro.
Leave the kids.
Yeah, we're going to start the separation process,
What do you
and they
think?
bond with their actual dad, bro.
What do you
Especially if
think?
he's alive and well.
If you're Wiggins, now put yourself in a man's shoes. Millionaire athlete,
Mm-hmm.
you're still young, you can remarry,
top athlete.
but you have these two kids who you've raised as your own.
So are they like? They're like kids now. They're not like babies. Like,
No, they're kids.
like
Bro, they're
how old are we
all
talking
your
about?
championship
How old are
winning
the kids?
pictures.
Does it matter?
Can we check? Can we check how old the kids are?
Does it?
Because I need context. So,
Me
like
too.
if they're like grown, but, like if
9,
I
like-
really raised them,
yeah.
like
What
I
is it, like
spent
9
mad
years
money
old,
on school
like 10
fees
years
and
old.
groceries
You're
and all of
taking
that, I'm
them.
taking them. You're psychotic.
old's-
You
how
do
old is
not
real
even
grown?
deserve to have these children.
How old is
Like,
real grown?
I don't know. Like I
10?
feel like like
10.
9, like
9,
9,
10?
yeah, 9 and up.
Is 5 grown?
5 years.
Yeah, I feel like
I think it'd be more. Would
yeah,
be
I'd say
more
5
a
and
child.
up. I'd say
a
5 and
toddler.
up.
Hell no.
I'd say 5
Yeah,
and
everyone
up. Like
does
if
that
they
too.
can talk. If they can talk,
If they can talk,
those kids are mine.
they've already
Taking
called
them.
you,
Daddy.
mama,
Yeah,
what,
bro.
all those things.
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of different for the mom because you know.
Yeah, the mom knows.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
Are you letting
actually,
them?
okay, it's one or two. It's either I take the kids or
Or
I just sue her.
sue her for what, bro?
Oh, you're telling me I raise these kids with my salary?
No,
Yes,
you actually
Yeah.
have,
that's what
That's
taking the
getting
kids
her money,
entails.
bro. She has been in a crib chilling for the last 9 years because she has your two kids. What
It's
are
a
you
very
suing
tricky
her for?
situation.
She has some money. Don't worry. Don't worry.
We'll find that money.
I'll take every.
Chris
I'll
will
take every
find that
last cent.
money. She knows where she lives.
Yeah, bro. Exactly.
Ah,
I know
that's
where you
funny. I
live.
know where you
She
live.
has some money. There's no way she doesn't.
Why are you
She's-
suing the kid's mom now?
Because she lied. 3
Three
and
and
4.
four.
Oh, she can go. She can just go.
With the kids.
Yeah.
with the kids.
What?
What
the
kills me is
hell?
all his championship trophies aside with the team.
He has his
The
kiddos.
kids
yeah?
are there, bro. The
Yeah,
one
I don't know.
championship.
It sounds kind of harsh when I say it, but like,
Yeah, you are
Okay.
just here on the right side of
You
the room
knew,
on this
like-
one.
if I do choose to keep the kids, we're going to have to try and like have my own kids as well.
We?
So why you've
Who
had
did
Who's
we?
we?
Me and the
whoa,
wife.
is she
Hell no,
staying?
bro.
You're
No
letting her
stay.
stay.
That's a
No, if I
hell
do,
no.
okay, if I'm keeping the kids, I can't chase them out.
But guys, I'll tell you
Yes,
this.
you definitely can. She
I
is
think-
the psycho here. Like,
I'll tell you this. I feel
Maybe they're
completely
psychotic
differently
now.
about.
You know what I mean?
I feel differently about two kids than I do about one. Because if it's two kids,
Two,
I'm
yeah.
like, yo, hold on. Are you a part of each other? As in, you push this one out and then went back and fucked him again.
well, that's why. Yeah, like she actually.
for her,
that's
she has
so
to go.
crazy.
She has to go. The
If it was
kids,
like,
I
if it
don't
was
know.
one kid and it just happened like, you know, coincidentally, it was like a little one night stand type thing, and you realized your mistake, and now.
But you
were
realized it
so
3 years
committed.
later. That's my problem.
Yeah, do we know how he found out?
We don't know.
We don't.
Because
The way this just been like came
Just
to the
reached us,
public,
like,
it
2
came
weeks
to the
ago,
public in
last
such
week.
like a random way.
Yeah.
that's so
It would be crazy if none of this is real. It would be crazy.
And he's
No,
actually
definitely is.
injured.
It definitely is.
Eh.
Bleacher Report posted
Eh.
it. That's real.
yeah, be a
But it
request.
just like,
No, but
yeah.
I'm
How
keeping
do
the
you
kids.
realize?
I'm keeping the
4
kids.
years later?
Yeah.
I think
Paternal test.
this is actually what I think.
But
This is what I
paternity
think.
But you
I
waited
think-
4 years to realize that.
I
that
think
kid needs a
he's.
paternity test?
Maybe
I
you
think
needed
he's.
some
I think this is
convincing.
his childhood best friend, as they've known each
Yeah.
other their whole lives. But I think this is what happened. I actually think that the dad wanted the kids. This is what
Best
I think.
friend, eh?
I think he wanted the kids, and he brought it up, and they did a test, and they found out that they were his kids.
Well, you be
That's what I
thinking
think.
That's
Sense.
insane.
That's what I think. So now in that situation, the dad wants the kiddos.
You can have him.
Really, guys.
Yeah, can have it.
Man.
Oh,
I
but
don't
you know,
lie, me, I
also
want
this is
my
this is
kids.
an extra layer in the States. The law is that whoever is on the birth certificate
Mhm.
still has
parental
to,
rights.
and also you still have to pay like child support if a kid does boom.
Yeah, but
So-
that's the thing. You get a paternity test and you can switch
You
that
can
shit
remove
right
it,
up.
yeah. So now that's my question. Do you guys? Okay, cool. He wanted the kids, so let's say he takes the kids.
Hmm.
Do you guys still like maintain some sort of relationship?
With the kids?
With the
The
kid.
kids
Yeah.
or the guy?
Yeah.
With the kids, yeah. The guy?
How do you not with the guy? He's their dad, bro.
Are you
when I want to see your
insane?
kids?
But he'll be
What
bringing
kind of
you-
Telling
relationship
me,
do you
I
have,
grew
like-
up with him my
Yeah.
whole life.
Yeah, you love this man.
And then he decided to have essentially my children. Like,
with my wife.
that's
Yeah.
insane.
Do you guys think it was a situation where like the best friend and the girl knew each other before, but then this guy kind of like
He's rich
He's
and
rich,
he's a
so she went with
basketballer.
it.
I don't
But
think
she-
it's
they
like
still have
that.
love
I think
for
it's
each
the
other.
No,
opposite.
I think it's the
like that.
opposite.
I think he's
They're
rich.
childhood best friends.
I think he's rich. He's always on the road, and his best friend is supposed to be like at home, like holding shit down,
Like check on her, check on
helping
her,
him
blah
out,
blah blah.
and he helped him out. I guess
Yeah, no,
A
that's
bit too
crazy.
Helped him twice.
he helped him out. That twice is what. That's the part that hurts.
Yeah,
this
that's so
particular
crazy.
brand
Why?
of
And
help.
this is a year apart.
In
like
1 year?
she gave birth.
Nah, B, that's not cool. That's not cool. I don't know if I'm
Yeah, I don't
forgiving
know.
that.
I'm maintaining a
Everything's
relationship
going
with
up
the
in
kids,
flames
though.
for me.
Mm.
That's all I know.
Mm.
That's the kind of thing that can really like make you think, sit down and think about.
So
Life,
conflict
man.
resolution with your boys.
Not a conflict. That's a real conflict. I don't
A
know if that's
real
what
one.
we're
What you doing?
resolving, bro.
Oh, me and the boy.
Yeah.
Mm. Did you
Man.
forgive him?
I don't know.
It's your guy, your
He's
childhood
going.
best
He's
friend.
going. That guy is
Going,
going.
yeah.
Yeah,
Boys, is it going?
he's
It's
going.
definitely going.
It's going.
But I'm keeping the kids. Bro.
See, that's why I'm crazy. That's why I know I'm crazy, because me, I might forgive him, bro.
What the?
Isn't that strange?
It is.
That's strange.
You're
I might
as
actually.
psychotic as a
This is
wife.
actually a bit mad, but I think I might forgive both of them. But I'm not gonna remarry her, and she's not going to be. This guy's not going to be like my bro anymore. You know what I mean? Like when I
So have
remarry,
you forgiven him?
I
I've
just
forgiven him. But like I said, I forgive it, and then I draw a boundary, bro.
okay. So what's
Okay,
the boundary?
to be fair,
is
the
he coming to
boundary-
the? Is he coming to like Christmas?
Hell no.
What's the boundary then?
The boundary is that you and I are still cool, bro. If the worst ever came to the worst, like if this guy was like
Is,
in
does
a
he
bad
have
place,
courtside tickets still?
hell no, bro. Hell no.
Okay.
But
So
he
how are
might.
you boys?
Hey,
Can
but
he
he
call
might.
you?
Let's say I want the kids to come to a game, right? And they're with him. I might get tickets for all three.
Yo,
Nah, I'm
you're
getting.
insane.
I'll be so
No, bro.
I'm
I'm
sorry,
sending
I
the
might.
driver to pick up the kids.
Nah.
To come and sit
I'd
courtside.
be so
I think
That's
that
crazy.
because
I'd buy the kids.
I'm
two
drawing a
tickets
boundary, but I'm not drawing a boundary
Frame is
of
up.
you and I aren't
The
cool
nose
anymore. Like I know that that's like such a high level of betrayal, but then, bro, I swear I think I might forgive both of them.
No,
But
you're
no.
crazy.
Nah.
In that context, for me, I'll definitely forgive, but we're not close.
You're
Yo,
not
the
friends
word
anymore.
forgiveness being thrown around in this
I'm
conversation.
telling you,
is
guys,
so
say, I'd
crazy
forgive,
to me.
but when
No,
there's no one,
I'm not
nothing is
forgiving
cool.
shit.
Do you guys think you can have
They're all
a?
grown adults.
Do you think you can have a good relationship with a kid does if you have beef with both of their parents?
It's tough, man.
You know, with the amount of money he has, yeah.
You just
He can pull
eliminate him.
Nah, yeah, like you know,
You
send
can
your
keep like kids.
send your driver to pick up the kids. You don't have to
Mm.
interact with these two whatevers.
But then why the kids even being sent to this guy who's not their dad
I'm not gonna hold you at
Who
3 and
raised
4.
them?
and has beef?
They're fine.
At 3 and 4, I feel like the kiddos can like
Readjust.
move on. Yeah, like I feel like they'd readjust. 3 and 4,
They can't. Trust me.
Bro,
like life is too sweet at 3 and 4 that they can't go back to like regular life. Kids.
No, they're so smart. Kids, especially at that age, they know when shit's happening. I can guarantee you, they know
Yeah,
exactly.
but I mean like after like 4 years, they'll be cool.
No, they're gonna hate their mom.
Mm.
Guarantee you. I know exactly what's gonna happen. Knowing the U.S. court system, I know exactly what's gonna happen. He's gonna try and fight for the kids, and then because he's an NBA player and is never home, he's not gonna get them.
Custody.
Girl's gonna have
Mm.
them. I don't know how the hell that child support thing's gonna work with the dad, but it's gonna work out. And then in a few years, they're gonna be like, you know, old enough to go on TikTok and be like, guess who my fake dad is? Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
I
they
know what's
also
gonna
put the
happen.
Warriors.
Bro, I honestly hope he doesn't fight for the kids. But
I think he will.
I think if you're
I
letting
wouldn't
them
fight
go,
for them, but I'd want some sort of
It
relationship.
seems like
let
a nice
them go.
dude,
If you're
man.
letting them
He
go,
might-
let them go, bro.
Completely.
Just start again. That's
Did
what
you-
I'd say.
Did we talk about that video of the kiddo who's
That wrapped
Yeah.
him in the back cloth
no,
and
no,
unwrapped
no,
him.
no, bro.
Like, what?
What's
And
that?
said-
Yo, what videos are you watching?
It's the one. It's the
Yeah.
one where like this guy is basically in a similar situation. He
Yeah.
found out that his child wasn't his.
He's-
Okay.
So he did this whole ceremony
Ritual.
where like
and they released the kid.
they put him in back cloth, gave him a spear as like the heir of like the dad's title and whatever, So that ceremony was taking away the backcloth and the spear, something like that. And now telling him from today on, you have like nothing in this house, blah blah blah. Go with your mom.
Wow.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah,
It was his granddad was doing all of this.
yeah. That was the granddad was on like saying the proceedings like that.
Damn, I didn't
preaching.
watch the whole video, but that was it, man. And this kiddo was so confused.
How
He
old
was
was this
so-
kid?
Like 3, 4. If I had to
No,
guess.
bro, this guy was like 7, like 6, 7.
What's the difference?
He was walking.
He
and
3, 4 guys
talking.
walk and talk.
No,
what words are they talking?
3,
I mean-
4. That's not. Yeah.
They can't like really.
3,
talk.
4 is different
So
from
why
was
would-
doing
6 you're in
that to us
P1,
to
To
bro.
be fair,
P2.
it's a dude.
Anyways, man. Yeah, I don't know. Releasing the kids, that's tough for me, man.
It's very tough.
I wouldn't release a kid, man. I'm not like.
I mean, I just
it's
don't
wild
understand what
doing
you
that
mean.
to a 6-year-old.
What is a relationship like that you're trying to maintain?
What are you
What does it
protecting?
look like?
I think you're just attached, bro. Like, I feel like me, I'll just be attached.
You want to pay school fees? You want to visit him on weekends? you
No,
want to
but I probably, like, if I'm Andrew Wiggins, I'm rich as fuck. So I probably have, like a fund for them when I die.
Yeah, you know.
Nothing crazy. Like a
That's
50,
decent.
50K,
It's so
like
crazy.
50K
You know,
ahead.
3 years of a
For Andrew Wiggins, that's
relationship with a
nothing.
child
I know. That's why I'm looking at you. You're cheap as hell.
50K for my boys' kids and ex-wifey's kids. Watching
Nah, I'm not giving them a fund. For my boys' kids, they have
Yeah, I'm not
they
giving them
have
a college
money,
fund. I'm
No,
not giving
they
them
could-
a
I'm
college
not
fund.
giving
I
them
pay
any
for their
money.
college.
They can figure it out, bro.
Baby, like
You had it
money,
in the
This babe likes
bag.
money. She's never ever giving anyone
Nah, it's not
money.
even yeah, that too. But it's
Yeah.
not even about that. Like, cause he has mad money, right? Like, if I was as rich as him, like, I'd be giving away, a lot. But what I will say is that girl had it in the bag. You know how hard it is to get an NBA player to marry you, and think
How
that
many
you're
rings does he
having his
have?
kids.
one.
It's not even about the rings, though.
-1.
Yeah, but then
Like-
like to get an NBA player and then get one with
yeah,
a ring.
with a ring, right?
NBA players in
Yeah, that
total
was
You're
are
telling me,
probably
yeah,
like
courtside.
100.
Yeah.
Warriors Staples Center
Yeah.
is crazy,
That's mad.
right? So you're doing that, and then having
Yeah.
somebody else's kids, like you
A
actually have
Warriors
to be so
starter.
dumb. You have to be so dumb
Yeah,
because you could have had the next.
but that's
To be
not
fair,
what
you
he's
could have had the
thinking.
next
3 years ago, he
generation,
wasn't
bro.
That's not what he's
player.
thinking. He's not thinking.
Those kids
Oh
could have
man,
had
this
the.
chick fumbled me. That's not what he's thinking. He's thinking, damn, my kid does have bust.
Yeah,
Like
no.
I've been betrayed. He had never been married. It's his
It's a
girlfriend.
girlfriend, right? That's what I told you.
Ah,
See, she can
yeah.
go.
Yeah, okay.
Now we have
She
to go
can
back.
go.
You know where the door
Yeah,
is.
can go, bro. Dog can go.
You guys changing your statements?
Yeah, I'm changing.
Yeah,
That's not
everything,
wifey.
man.
That's a
Told
bit
you.
different. But that
You-
kiddo,
you
you still
can
thought
go.
that kiddos were
No
yours.
loyalty, damn.
You still thought that kiddos were yours.
Yeah, man. You see, that's the thing. Like, we are judging because we don't have kiddos, but 3 years
3 years old.
of a child.
I definitely think it's harder to release it if it's a toddler, man.
Like 11 months.
Harder to release.
Yeah, like a
You're
toddler.
bugging.
Like
Did you guys see that?
7.
Did you guys see that?
An older kid if he's like
did you see
19.
that- did you see that Chris Rock?
Get out of here, bro.
You're old enough.
You're a good man.
Good,
I teach you everything I
actually.
could teach you.
Oh, you guys are fucked. Like, the older
No.
it is, the more I would keep the kid.
Me too.
Me too. Same.
No, but did you guys see the Chris
Same,
Rock?
it's
The Chris Rock
5 days,
special? Did you watch it yet?
The new one.
Yeah.
Outrage.
Selective Outrage. I think.
Yeah.
The what?
I've watched parts of it. Yeah.
Did you see the abortion bit? Where he said, "I feel like women should be allowed to get an abortion until like 4 years old."
What?
I did not, but and I
That's
can
what he
hear
said.
it the way you
That
said it.
bit
Like I
was
could hear his
Funny.
voice.
That's the
like,
funniest bit in
Who
the
is
whole
this?
special.
He's
Chris
so
Rock.
stupid.
Chris Rock. That was a
Like
funny
4
bit.
years.
That's
Um,
mad funny.
Man, thoughts and prayers to Andrew Wiggins. Honestly, bro,
It's a very tricky situation.
it's
isn't it?
tricky. It's tricky.
Yeah.
Let's stay on intermale relationships.
Intermale.
Did you guys see? Did you guys see the Diplo jazz?
Oh no, what happened
What
with
did
Diplo?
Hey, wait.
So
Diplo,
Diplo,
the DJ.
Diplo, the DJ, world famous DJ, was on a podcast, and he told this story about sometime when he was on tour, he got head from a guy, but he said that doesn't really make him gay. It's just head, and he said head from a guy probably feels the same as head from a girl. Thoughts?
It
Does getting-
probably does.
Does him getting head? Although does him getting head from a guy make him gay? That's a question.
No.
According to the law.
This guy, according to anti-homosexuality bill.
interpretation.
It's so funny because we read that interpretation word for word.
He is, bruh. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is a
What was the-
it's
what
a homosexual
With the
act,
intention.
Yes, it was.
Mm.
but I make him a homosexual man.
I mean, what is a homosexual man? He does a homosexual act. I mean, I don't know. I will not speak for him. He says he's not, but he definitely did some very. It's not even suspicious. It's like
He went all the way.
He went all the way.
There's no more suspicion. It's just a fact.
But it's just head.
I'll say yes and no, but yes, because I feel like a lot of white men in Hollywood, especially white men, are just so in denial. Like, I don't know what his name is, but you guys know the movie Venom.
Yeah.
That
Tom
guy.
Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
That guy has baited the media so well.
Is it?
Where do you know anything?
I don't know,
I'd have
because
never
it's
guessed.
like
That
a
is-
very specific part of the media that has been watching all of his statements. But he has said some real crazy shit, and at the end of the day, it's still like, nah, but I'm straight. We're like, but you,
Yeah. That's what
like,
that's
you
what people
time
said
and
it.
time again have proved to us that you are not, and willingly admitted to, like.
If you'd like to
doing this,
listen
like,
to the full
so it's fine,
conversation,
like-
please consider subscribing to the Mob Jazz Podcast Patreon. Once you do, you'll have access to the full conversations as well as subscriber-only content. The Mob Jazz Podcast is made possible through our Patreons. If you like what we're doing here, please consider becoming one.